And welcome, everyone. I'm Brian.
I may or may not be Eduardo.
That's his standard opening line, I suppose. So, yeah, we're back in the present. We had, what is it? We had our weird dream yesterday.
This is like present 2008.
Yeah, 6 years ago. Present.
Actually, no, this is 2012.
Oh,
I don't know what to do anymore.
to 2012 or 20?
No, it's 2012. Because
Oh,
remember,
that's right,
because
yeah.
remember, this is a few weeks before the whole, the
Number,
the Mayan,
yeah.
doomsday date.
Yeah. I like that radiator.
Then what?
For some reason, it looks very intricate, all things considered. Oh, an alert, by the way. Access zone, alert.
Anyway,
I don't know what that really means, considering that...
Considering she should be like paying attention to that instead
Yeah.
of talking to Desmond, but hey, whatever.
That doesn't really matter.
And you completed a Uplay action.
Yeah, and somehow it just launches me right into Venice. 1481. This is 3 years after the last thing that we did.
Mm-hmm.
So, in total, that's been what, like 5-6 years since.
Since his mom
Mm-hmm.
his mom and sister left Florence, and his daddy got killed.
With his brothers.
So what has he been doing this whole time?
I don't know. Great question. It never mentions what exactly is happening. Well, actually, I think they just got off the boat because
What is it, like a 3-year journey from?
Florence to Venice.
I feel like we
Poorly.
missed something too. Because did you ever? What was it? I think we skipped a video.
No, we didn't. We're on episode 10. Because in episode 9, that's when we rescued Katerina Sforza.
Hey, that's
And then we
right.
got the pass.
That's right.
This is just annoying. We have to go along with whoever the hell is this guy. And it's just... ugh. And it's like, this is a really slow... Oh, and if you notice texture popping, that's... Yeah. Always fun.
Gotta love that glitching. I love when people want to complain about how Assassin's Creed Unity is buggy and glitchy.
When your face only has your eyes and teeth...
Okay,
and
but I'm
hair-
like, but there are so many other games that were buggy and glitchy that are like praised.
Yeah, but we're in 2014.
That doesn't mean bugs and glitches are going to go away. That just means they're going to be more prevalent since the software is getting to be more complex.
I know, but still...
Like that's the thing people
It's
don't realize.
It's one of those. A lot of people think that the games just don't really seem finished when they're released,
But they are, because the problem that happens is okay, take this, that you're a team of say like 30 people.
Yeah.
So that's only 30 different people having 30 different experiences with the game.
Yeah.
Now you throw it out there in the wild for 30,000 people.
Yeah.
So now you have a higher percentage chance of finding bugs or
Right.
finding these glitches that you didn't find. And you also have to remember that now, these systems like the Xboxes and the PlayStations they give to the developers are
Yeah.
developer kits.
Right.
They aren't the consumer ones that are out there. So they might have the same internal parts, but they might have different software versions.
True.
So they're gonna have other things that aren't present in the other games or the other systems. So there might be bugs in that as well. And you also
Right.
have to remember that when they actually print them onto the discs,
Yeah.
a 1 could suddenly change to a 0, and then it'll throw the whole thing off. It's all these factors that go into it.
Right.
I mean, that's not to say that
I know, but it's
they're,
one. It's
to
one of the-
defend developers who release release unfinished games.
Mhm.
But you have to take it. You also have to remember there's a lot of things that go into it.
I know. It's just one. It's just one of those that when you have like multiple years and how many people working on a game, and I know it's not really the development team's fault. It's more so the developer imposing the deadline, and they have to get it in by then.
Yeah, and I mean it's a mixture of the developer and the publisher. More the publisher trying to make sure that
That's
they
what I mean.
meet
The public,
deadlines.
yeah.
What was it? There was a game that got delayed, and I was kind of like, good, it got delayed because they even said that they weren't happy with what they had, and I forget what game it was, and it was something recently.
I don't remember, unfortunately.
No, but it was from a developer that I would never expect this from.
Rockstar?
No, because Rockstar has been promising heists since the beginning, and they haven't still yet to deliver it in GTA Online. So
Yeah.
I'm a little tiffed at them.
Oh, let's give him a hug. And Tiff.
If you don't hug, Leonardo there, you are a soulless person.
What happens? Does he just hug you anyway, or does he kind of look
No, he
sad?
he waits for the hug, and then he's just kind of like, all right then, and then just kind of like, all right, well, I'll see you, and then he gives you a handshake, and you just.
That's sad. It's
I'm
really
saying,
upsetting.
He's your bro. Come on, you guys got a budding bromance right there.
And this is definitely a what is it? A Deus Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
We have a problem. Oh, here's how we solve it. I mean, it's not exactly a Deus Ex Machina because
God isn't a machine, but
yeah, but also
look at that jam.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not like screaming in pain and able to run like that. Like considering she has an arrow through her knee.
I remember you.
I would have become an adventurer
No!
if it weren't for that.
The water.
What's wrong with her eyes? They're like looking in different directions.
Oh yeah.
I always hate that. Like I actually, this is a little bit of backstory. I'm actually doing a coin collection right now, and I was looking through some nickels, and some of the nickels have Thomas Jefferson instead of like the side profile. They have him looking
Like 3/4 profile.
Yeah, 3/4 profile or whatever. They have him looking straight at the user. And
Way to have the cards come out of nowhere.
Poof. But basically, it's like.
I mean, I swear when I'm drunk, the cops do the same thing.
Yeah, I know. But the cat, like the portrait of Thomas Jefferson is looking straight at the user, the person or whatever, and his eyes look like they're going in different directions. It's really unsettling.
Because they are.
Yeah, I know.
Little known fact: Thomas Jefferson was
Had a lazy
cockeyed.
eye.
He was cockeyed.
Lazy eyes.
Ugo.
Oh yeah, that body just appears there. By the way, he's nowhere on the ship, on that boat, at any other point.
Dead idiota. Say a prayer later. I need to see Antonio.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those parts that they were going to add something and they had to take it out. That goes also along with all the bugs. You have to remember, there's a lot of stuff that they start building for,
Yeah.
and then they have to gut it out because they won't have time for it. So it might have also conflicts with code
Yeah.
that's
true.
left over. So I mean,
Yeah, but certain glitches, although understandable, but the ones in Unity, some of them were really really bad, like game breaking bugs.
oh yeah, game breaking bugs they happen. But I also have, I don't know. I think I'm just of the minority that's more forgiving of these bugs, because I understand there's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah.
It's not just, oh, I'm gonna make a game and then 2 days later you have a perfectly polished game. Because you also have to remember that they're working on a proprietary engine. That this is something that no other games use the Anvil engine.
Yeah.
It's only the Assassin's Creed games. So they only have each iteration of the game to figure out what's broken in the engine.
Right.
And a lot of times they're told, just start making the next game.
Oh yeah, we're gonna remove the arrow because.
Yep.
Sorry, piccola. Sorry. Ficcatelo nel culo, you're sorry.
She's awesome.
I understood that in Italian. Did you?
No, because I don't speak Italian.
Oh, neither do I.
Now.
I'm a very good nurse.
Well under pressure. She's spirited this one. Porca puttana. Avanti. Get Rosa in.
Oh yeah, and it's weird how she says that, but there was no subtitle for it. But I think it shows up
You'll be all right.
in just a little bit, and it's it's really weird.
Thank you.
They really need to work on that translator.
Yeah, they do.
I've always had a soft spot.
I think that's why the recent Assassin's Creed games until Unity was dealing with more English-speaking people.
Yeah.
Because they were like, how are we supposed to explain that the translator didn't get better?
Yeah. About that.
Also, did you know that, I didn't know this about Unity, there's no multiplayer. It's only the co-op. I didn't know they got rid of the multiplayer mode.
Oh, that's really weird. I thought they would have kept it.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
I haven't played any of the multiplayers.
The
for Assassin's
multiplayer is
Creed.
fun. But it's only fun if you play with friends. if you're playing with random people, it's not fun
Yeah.
because I found that a lot of people tend to do unsavory tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're drinking coffee, by the way.
A little bitter, if you ask me. Just seems lacking somehow. I don't know. Have you considered adding sugar, maybe? Or latte? I suppose it's something I'm an acquirer.
Oh, of course he would say latte.
Yeah.
So people would be like, "Oh, that's where the name comes from."
Herbiter. Oh, look at those buildings. You know, every time I see this scene, I always think of the scene from Back to the Future. So apologies for the crudity of this model. I haven't had time to build it to scale or paint it.
Yeah. That's the same thing. Except he just didn't care.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
You just need the basic shapes.
Yeah, and I like how all these books, none of them have anything on the spines to know what they're actually about.
Did,
a couple of books are actually duplicates.
Nah.
Yeah. And you were about to say something.
No, I was about to say that was that always a practice, or was that something that happened more recently? And by recently, I mean the last couple hundred years.
What?
Like having
Information on the spines?
yes.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that's like accurate to the time period, but I don't know.
It is the right decision.
I could be completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine, you know, if you do have books in your library, which wouldn't be very common in and that of itself at that time period, that, you know,
How are you finding Venezia?
you would know where your books are and what they are and have them organized how you prefer or whatever.
So?
So you know what I find funny? You know how in Unity they wanted to talk about how it was too hard to animate a
I
female?
want to learn to plan the way you do.
How hard is it to animate her?
I don't know. Apparently very difficult.
They have her jumping around, running,
Franco can.
whatever. Apparently someone explained to me that it was because the way the co-op works in Unity.
Yeah, I think we
Is
talked
that,
about this as well in the
yeah.
past. How it's basically the
Yeah.
like each person plays the main character on their
Yeah.
own screen, but shows as a different character on everyone else's screen.
Yeah.
Or-
Which then, I mean, to me, I'm like, how hard is it to just make the model make one of them female?
Or
Like,
two,
how hard
or
is
whatever.
that?
Yeah, it's like not
Like,
difficult.
Yeah, to me it doesn't seem difficult, but for sake of continuity, it would make sense to keep them male.
Yeah, it's just.
But the
it
way
was
they
really
explained it was so bad.
It was a really poorly explained, or like reasoning for it. Oh, yeah, and we're jumping. Oh, and Ezio was definitely trying to put the moves on Rosa,
Of course.
and it's weird because
What
like
did I do?
Antonia and Rosa are their thing, and it's like then Ezio comes along and just looks at her and boom, pregnant.
Yep.
Oh, smartasso! Every time I hear that, I think it's smartass, not show off.
Yeah, it's kind
That's
of the
just
same
me.
thing. But still, like, here's my thing. You know how in the next Assassin's Creed game you can't do that move until you get the metal glove?
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't get that.
I don't get it either. But you can't. You start with that move in Revelations, but it's the hook blade that allows you to do it.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I understand because now he's older, but if he's still scaling buildings at this age, like, he should be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I find weird is we don't need the metal glove at this point to do it. So why do we need it then in Brotherhood?
Because
When I-
suddenly age catches up to Ezio in like 2 seconds.
And the metal Terminator glove really helps in
I guess so.
gripping, I guess. I don't know.
I don't get it. It makes no sense.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I hate it when I run up walls and I run in situations like that.
It's like, damn it, now I gotta go to the other side.
Right? I'm like, where do I go now? Particularly when you're on a timed thing.
Yeah, oh, and by the way, if you guys are trying to get all the viewpoints before you do the missions, this is one you will not be able to get until you get the jump maneuver.
Yeah, it took me forever to figure that out.
Yeah, same here. It's like, how the hell do I do this? And then I remembered, oh, okay.
Assassin's Creed is actually one of those games that I don't bother getting everything until I finish the story mode. Because a lot of times they'll give you you'll need to do something before you can get access
Right,
to
yeah.
it.
I mean, for the most part, I just don't care. It's just the viewpoints, just being able to know where I'm going and stuff is pretty
It's
handy.
useful. But a lot of times if you're going into an area where the story's happening, the map's going to be available for you anyway.
I
Even
know.
if you haven't gotten the viewpoint yet.
Okay, true. Oh, but yeah, this is, we're gonna rescue some people because why not?
Do you know where they're being at? I
know they're still in the district. Beyond that,
Oh, yeah, and this is always the worst, because you have to go to 3 different,
Back here in no time.
I'm going to say guarded cells or whatever. And basically you got to free these people and then lead them back to the rooftop here.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying.
It was a little annoying. But not as annoying as Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, and what I don't understand is why couldn't they
why
couldn't they reach through the bars and kind of unlock the thing? They're not like
Because
they're not idiots.
Because reasons. I didn't seem that hard.
It's not. See, I had an instance. I think it was in a later. I think it's in a later episode where you rescue some guards, similar, or rescue some mercenaries or whatever, similar to rescuing the thieves here.
Mm-hmm.
And they just stand there while I'm fighting these guards, and they're just not even like in the battle ready stance either. They're just standing there like,
Like, guys, what are you...
Ezio, we're following you. Lead us. And they're instead of helping me like beat them, it's just like, eh. And instead of showing you guys the 3 times that you have to go to each of those cells, I only showed once. Because when you do one, you do all of them. And plus, I didn't have any interesting glitches or anything like that when I was recording it, so
send them towards a group of
nothing really worthwhile to show.
Yeah.
They wait for me.
Exactly.
And oh yeah, by the way, his hair is super black and his eyebrows are, oh my god, his eyes just clipped through his eyelids.
I just saw that. That was weird.
Oh gosh.
I don't understand.
I don't know either. Oh yeah, and we gotta steal armor.
Oh, yeah. But not armor that you're ever going to wear.
Right, which is kind of silly. You'd think you'd want the armor to infiltrate.
But nah.
Fetch me a boat as well and bring it back here.
A boat? Why can't you get a boat? The boat that you're...
It's because the Lonely Island has it.
You know what's fun? The boat that you steal is like right across the river. He could swim to that boat and take it and bring it back.
But that's too easy.
Oh yeah, this is always fun. See, I'm running around, and these guards all are attacking me, and this guy is just... look at him! And he's standing on the chest, like... I mean, seriously!
I would just stab him.
It's just really annoying.
Also, I hated
I'm
being
really bad at
the
piloting this
bandolier.
boat. I hate piloting these boats. It's annoying.
Yeah, they were dumb.
Molto bene, Ezio. This is exactly what we needed.
Well, I'm glad.
You know you finished the job.
Yeah, I finished it. You didn't do a damn thing.
Finish the yob.
The Yob.
Hmm?
The Yob.
The yob.
Oh yeah, and I went back to the
Buongiorno.
villa to get some more money and upgrade the villa, the Monteriggioni and stuff. And
Did
I buy
color, too?
I did buy the brothel already. What?
Did you change the color of the robes?
The ropes?
The robes.
Oh yeah, I think I did. I think I changed them to red. Something, I don't know.
I don't know. I like to keep them white.
I did keep them white for the longest time, but then I'm like, let's add some color, make it look a little bit more visually appealing. Because just seeing it white the whole game is kind of bleh. I think it turned it. Yeah, I did the
And then you
teal.
walk outside and it's suddenly just a little bit clear skies.
It's night though.
Except that it's night.
Yeah. We got a lot of codex pages by the way.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and then we get
viewed an eagle vision.
And this is what we do with the codex pages. We're not supposed to do this yet, but I just did it quickly anyway.
Oh, I do too. I set them all up first because I'm just like, oh, this is cool. Don't you have to have all the codex pages before the end of the game?
You do. And the great thing is, there are more codex pages in, like... Okay, there's a certain number of codex pages, and they will give you a certain amount of ones that you can find, but if you get a certain amount through the storyline as well. Mm-hmm. So if you get the ones through the story, that's pretty much all. That's the max you can get. But that's pretty much for this episode. We'll see you guys next time with more Assassin's Creed 2. See ya!
Bye.